Namaste and a very warm good morning to all the distinguished guests, HOIs of various institutions, faculties, and dear delegates. Quality is never an accident. It's always the result of intelligence efforts. Myself, Mrs. Gautami, Assistant Professor, feels honored and privileged having an opportunity to be the host for today's webinar, and it gives me an immense pleasure to extend a hearty welcome to all of you all on behalf of RVCN fraternity. Dear delegates, as we are about to begin the webinar, all the delegates are requested to keep their microphones muted to avoid unwanted disturbances. If you have any queries, you can use the chat box to drop in your queries and the speaker will answer to it. Request for your kind cooperation. Education is the most important pillar of a nation for its development. As a result, the excellence and relevance of programs offered by the university must have a standard. NAAC accreditation focuses on improving the quality parameter of education. The role of NAAC is to bring the best in every institution and help the institutions grow across research, innovation, student success, governance, and more. Unlike the traditional education system, NAAC aims to improve the overall development of students by helping them to inculcate the skills and knowledge via their education. So that is the reason, in order to bring awareness among all the institutions as well as the faculty, we have organized this webinar on NAAC. Small cheer and great welcome makes a celebration. Without a further ado, I now invite Mrs. Infant Henzia, Lecturer, Obstetrics and Gynecological Department, IQAC Coordinator, to welcome the beautiful gathering with the aroma of happiness through the words of welcome. Over to you, Henzia.
Thank you, Gautami ma'am. Welcome every morning with a smile. Look on the new days as another special gift from your Creator. Another golden opportunity to complete what you were unable to finish yesterday. Today will never happen again. A very pleasant morning to all present here. It's a glorious moment to extend my warm welcome on behalf of RVCN family. I, Mrs. Infant Lecturer, Department of OBG Nursing, take this privilege in welcoming each and everyone to this program with noble cause. At the outset, first I would like to welcome Dr. N. Ramakrishna Reddy, Register, RGHS, Bangalore, the chief guest of today's webinar. We are extremely delighted to have such an eminent and dynamic personality among us today as chief host. On behalf of RVCN, we welcome you, sir, wholeheartedly. Next, I would like to acknowledge my hearty welcome to today's resource person, distinguished personality, Dr. D.K. Kamble, Assistant Advisor, National Assessment Accreditation Council, Bangalore, for today's webinar. On behalf of RVCN, we welcome you, sir. Next, I extend my cordial welcome to Dr. S.R. Gajendra Singh, Principal, RVCN, for his enthusiastic support, encouragement, guidance in organizing the webinar. On behalf of RVCN, we welcome you, sir. Now, I would like to take this opportunity to express my warm welcome to Dr. I. Clement, Chief Editor, RGHS, HOD, R&D Department, RVCN, for guiding us throughout in organizing the webinar. We welcome you, sir. I extend my cordial welcome to all nursing faculties, nursing educators, nurse managers, HOAs of various institutions, administrators of various higher educational institutions, and participants across the country for the webinar, for their presence in this event and support throughout. Welcome you all once again. Raise your standards, create change. Have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you, Henzia. Self-belief and hard work will always earn you success. It's my deep pleasure to invite Dr. Ramakrishna Reddy, sir, Registrar, RGHS, Bangalore, to deliver the inaugural address to the gathering. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Pleasant morning to one and all. Today's webinar topic is very important for the current scenario. The National Assessment and Accreditation Council, NAAC, conducts the assessment and accreditation of higher educational institutions all over India, such as colleges, universities, and other organized institutions, to derive an understanding of quality status of the institution. NAAC evaluates the institutions for its conformance to the standards of quality in terms of its performance related to the educational processes and outcomes, curriculum coverage, teaching learning processes, faculty, research, infrastructure, learning resources, organization, governance, financial well-being, and student services. NAAC includes the various tasks such as evaluating the performance, assessment, and accreditation of universities in the country. The ultimate goal of NAAC is empowering the resources, improvements, fulfilling the objectives, and maximizing the capabilities of as well as opportunities. In this regard, NAAC was established on the recommendations of National Policy on Education 1986. This policy addresses the issues of deterioration of quality in education and program of action. The strategic value of introducing this accreditation body is only to increase the quality of education in the country. The colleges and university need to get the accredited by the National Assessment and Accreditation Council as getting
ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ಸ್ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಲಾಗಿನ್ பண்ணி வச்சேன்
status that
45 தானே
quality education. Thank you very much for inviting me to this webinar. Thank you very much the organizers, the RV College.
Thank you, sir, for devoting your precious time and endowing our delegates with your wonderful words of wisdom and experience. The quality of a person's life is in direct proportion to their commitment to excellence regardless of their chosen field of endeavor. I now take this opportunity to welcome Dr. S.R. Gajendra Singh, Principal, Organizing Chairperson, to deliver the keynote address to the gathering. Over to you, sir.
Good morning, everybody. Respected Registrar of Evaluation, Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences, Bangalore, Dr. Ramakrishna Reddy sir, and today's eminent resource person, Dr. D.K. Kamble sir, Assistant Advisor for National Assessment Accreditation Council, and my dear nursing faculty members, delegates from different institutions, ladies and gentlemen. Under the guidelines of the NAAC, various courses and programs offered by different universities and higher education institutions test on the basis of global standards with reference to their available infrastructural facilities, performance of teachers as well as students, and also the quality of teaching. Based on this, finally, the NAAC authority will be awarding such institutes with the different grades. Coming to our Indian situation, especially India has got diverse education system, and here in our country, education itself plays a crucial role in everyone's life for nation building and creating good human resource. In this context, nowadays, the number of universities and colleges are keep rising in their number exponentially. So to check and assess the quality of these institutions, NAAC was established by University Grants Commission with an intention to make higher education more responsive and relevant to social needs. So, the higher education institutions need to adhere to some indices on their quality and quantity to be par with global standards. Today in this webinar, deliberate discussions will be held on importance of NAAC accreditation for institutions imparting higher and tertiary level nursing education. And also here, we need to realize the scope and NAAC ranking system as well as process to be followed from beginning to the end of the obtaining NAAC. And also this will be elaboratively explained by Dr. D.K. Kamble, sir, advisor to NAAC. Thank you very much, sir, for accepting our invitation to deliver this NAAC accreditation content on today's platform. Also, many head of the institutions of nursing and faculty members may be now thinking that why nursing institutions need to have NAAC, because they have already obtained recognition from apex body, university and state council. But kindly remember, NAAC makes us to understand our strengths and weakness, future threats, along with opportunities available for nursing faculty and students for enhancing the quality of nursing education through participation of different stakeholders. So by adopting this NAAC, we can develop best nursing practices along with good success rate of our RGUHS graduates in all dimensions. On this occasion, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to our Honorable Registrar of Evaluation, Dr. Ramakrishna Reddy sir, for providing this teaching learning platform through RGHS. And also my appeal with all delegates to have good takeaways through this webinar on NAAC, and I hope that you will have good clarity by the time you complete today's webinar. And we have very good and efficient resource person from NAAC. That's what Dr. D.K. Kamble sir will be interacting and clarifying your queries and doubts. So dear delegates, kindly take maximum benefit and advantage of this today's webinar. Also, once again, I extend my heartfelt thanks for RGUHS as well as NAAC and all organizing team members of RV College of Nursing, as well as delegates and invitees participating in this webinar. All the best. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir, for an enlightening message to all of us and giving your valuable insights on importance of NAAC accreditation for higher educational institutions and how best quality can be made as a standard in nursing education. Thank you so much, sir. Next, to decipher the contents of NAAC and the importance of NAAC for maintaining quality education in institutions and universities, we have a renowned speaker amongst us today for sharing his valuable knowledge and experiences. Gaining knowledge is the first step to wisdom. Sharing it is the first step to humanity. At the forefront, we are extremely delighted to welcome the eminent speaker of the day, Dr. D.K. Kamble sir, Assistant Advisor, National Assessment and Accreditation Council, to decipher the talk on importance of NAAC for global standards and nursing education. I now request Professor Mamta Nischal, HOD, Medical Surgical Nursing Department, to introduce the eminent personality to our esteemed audience. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you. Good morning, one and all. It's my privilege to introduce resource person of the day, Dr. D.K. Kamble. Dr. D.K. Kamble, sir, is an assistant advisor, NAAC, Bangalore, and is residing in Belgavi, Karnataka. Sir has finished his postgraduate and PhD degree from Karnataka University, Dharwad, and has 9 years of teaching experience at the university level at Karnataka University, PG Center, Belgavi, and Rani Chennamma University, Belgavi. Sir holds 5 years of administrative experience as an assistant registrar at Rani Chennamma University, Belgaum. Sir is presently working as assistant advisor in NAAC, Bangalore since 2017. Sir's academic and administrative contributions is endless. From last 4 years, Sir has coordinated more than 250 peer team visits in higher education institutions in the country. Sir has published around 28 research articles in international and national level reputed journals. Sir has attended and presented research papers in 51 conferences and seminars at the international and national level. Sir is a resource person and has and presented the revised accreditation framework at various NAAC-sponsored awareness programs, national seminars, and conferences in the country. Sir has also participated as external member in the academic and administrative audit in various higher educational institutions. Sir has actively participated as a resource person for more than 28 plus online webinars conducted by NAAC on assessment and accreditation process of various higher educational institutions during COVID-19 lockdown. Sir has successfully completed more than 4 faculty development program, 2 refresher courses, 1 orientation program, and 1 short-term course. Sir is also an editorial board member of International Editorial Board, Journal of Konkan Geographers Association of India. He is a member of Shanayak's publication Madurai. He is also an editorial board member for ISBN book, The Scenario of Indian Women Past, Present and Future. Sir is also an editorial board member of Emerging Trends in Agribusiness Management in India publication. And Sir is also an editorial board member of Women Empowerment Myths and Realities publication with ISBN. Sir holds life membership with Association of Population Geographers of India, Institute of Indian Geographers, Association of Earth Exploration India, and Sir is an annual subscription member of Southern Economist Bangalore. We are highly honored to have such an eminent personality amongst us. Let us hear to Sir. Welcome, Sir, on the board. Over to you, Sir.
Respected Register Sir, Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Science, Principal, IQC team, invitees and participants. First of all, on behalf of NAAC and my personal behalf, I am very much thankful to organizing committee of this today's program. So before start my presentation, on behalf of Professor S.S. Sharma, Director NAAC, conveyed his best wishes to organizers and all the participants. In this program, the organizing committee has decided the topic that importance of NAAC for global standardization of nursing education. Nursing education is also one of the important rule. It is one of the important part of health science. In this webinar, the committee has suggested 5 objectives. First, to describe what is NAAC. That I will explain from starting registration to declaration of what is the exact process of NAAC. Number 2, to enumerate the need for NAAC accreditation in college nursing. Now, the accreditation of NAAC, not only the nursing, not only the health science institutions, it is mandatory to all the higher education institutions in the country. To discuss the advantages of NAAC accreditation in nursing colleges, to explain the criteria and steps to follow for applying NAAC. As you know that, especially your nursing college, it is under the health science manual. In that health science manual, so NAAC has developed a new health science manuals recently, last 2 years back.
Sir, not audible, please see to it.
I'm not audible, madam. Hello?
Sir, you are audible, sir.
Audible, no? Okay.
Yes, sir, it's audible, sir. You can proceed, sir.
Okay. Last 2 years back, NAAC has developed a good scientific with a parameter, a good manual for especially health science institutions. In that health science, there are 8 criteria. Except health science, other institutions, there are 7 criteria. That 7 criteria, almost it is same questions, means matrix. But in health science, we have added 8 criteria. In eighth criteria, specifically it focus on your institutions. In health science manual, that part 1 means part A, it shows 7 criteria which is applicable all metrics, means there are 2 metrics, quantitative metrics and qualitative metrics. Regarding metric, I will explain with slide. That 7 criteria, it come under in part A. Part B, it is specifically focused, it is related to your institution. In special health science institution, in part B, there are 10 parameters. Example, in B1, related to medical science, medical colleges. Number 2, related to dental institution, means each program, there is a separate quantitative matrix. Qualitative matrix means separate questions are there in part B related to your institution, and it is coming under the part B in health science manual. For related to your nursing institution, in part B, third criteria, third point, that is nursing. Related to nursing, specially give your information, your inputs, your documents, your data in part B, related to specially nursing institutions in the manual. Other than the physiotherapy, Ayurveda, Unani, Siddha, homeopathy college, allied health science, yoga, there are other differences. Means there are total 10 institutions in part B related to health science manual. But your institution, it is coming under in the part B, B3, third point, that is related to nursing institutions. For nursing, there is a separate questions which is directly related to your institution. Apart from 7 criteria, that 7 criteria in part A, it is applicable for all the institutions in health science. Part B, it is related to your institution. So apart from this, here I can give what the Professor Register sir as well as Principal sir express their views related to NAAC parameter, NAAC accreditation. Nowadays, in this diversity and complexity Indian education system, in shortly already somewhere it is implemented by NAP or some it is under process, that is again secondary. But our NAAC process, the accreditation of NAAC is mandatory for all the institutions. For this, it shows your institutional strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and challenges. And what is exact NAAC? What documents is required? What data is required? Each quantitative metric and qualitative metrics. I think as you know that in the manual. Yes?
Excuse me, sir. Sir, your slides aren't moving, sir.
I will start that one. So just I'm giving brief introduction about NAAC first. Then in the manual, I think you know that there are 2 types of the metrics. One, qualitative, means that the descriptive answer required from institution, and institution has to write descriptive answer related to qualitative metrics, that is QLM, minimum 300 to 500 words. And for quantitative metric is very, very important. It is totally based on data template. As per the data template, institutions has to provide that supporting documents. In this NAAC system, which was implemented 2017 July, that is RAF, Revised Accreditation Framework. That in this revised accreditation framework, 70% evaluated by DVB third party. That is 70% score. It will be generated through applying each quantitative formulas, and it is totally based on self-study report, whatever submitted by the institution. Means in the self-study report, institutions, whatever they have given data or documents, but all quantitative related metrics, it will be evaluated third party, that is data validation and verification. Based on that, 70% score will be evaluated. And remaining 30%, that is qualitative, QLM. Qualitative score, it will be generated during on-site visit, that is physical visit in the institution. And that peer team committee, they will give only 30% score. It is related to only qualitative matrix. Means in the SSR, whatever institution has given the information in descriptive answer, minimum 300 to 500 words. That is this. Totally 100 marks. Means 100%. Earlier, before 2017, earlier they used to do total 100% score in the institution by committee. But now it has fully changed, and all process it is through online only. Based on SSR information, based on given the documents, 70% score will be generated by system applying formulas, and 30% this. So this is brief introduction. Here I can give a brief detailed presentation about entire process of NAAC, starting from registration, applying IIQA to declaration of the result. This chart now in the PPT, it shows entire process of NAAC. This is flow chart, starting from here point registration, applying IIQA. After applying IIQA, what is the process? Here I can do each explanation one by one. So this is timeline, not issue. So this is IIQA. If institutions wish to apply NAAC, first they have to submit IIQA application, institutional information for quality assessment. IIQA is nothing but it is the only basic information of the institutions. And basic information means what? Here in IIQA, no need to write any 5-year data, only last completed academic year. Last completed academic year information is required in the IIQA application. But before applying IIQA, that registration is mandatory from the institution. So this is the timeline formally. So this is IIQA. So before applying IIQA, that the institutional information for quality assessment, institutions are ensured that whether the registration done or not. Those institutions have already registered in the NAAC portal. They can log in directly in HI login using their password and user ID. Those institutions have not registered since 2017 in this RIF system. Those institutions have to first register here in new registration tab. If you click that new registration tab, basic information it will ask. Once you've done successfully that new registration, same day, next day, or within 7 days, you can receive a user ID and password from the NAAC. Once you receive that user ID and password, that user ID it is permanent. If you wish, you can change the password. That provision is also available in institutional portal. Once you registered successfully, then your portal is open for applying IIQA, not only IIQA, for entire process of NAAC. Then institutions can apply IIQA through institutional portal only. All work, all process, it is through online. No sending hard copies or no phone call, nothing. See, first, before applying IIQA, institution must know the eligibility of institutions. Eligibility is important first part. Institutions intending to apply for online, please read eligibility criteria and other guidelines which is available on NAAC website, manual, notifications, guidelines related to A&A process, assessment and accreditation process. Before applying NAAC, before filling all information in the IIQ application in your portal, kindly select first your appropriate type of the institutions, because there are various types of the institutions. Based on your institution, kindly click your type of the institution, whether it is university or autonomous college, affiliated college, or in health science. If you click health science, in that it is available nursing institution, because in health science there are 10 institutions. First you click in health science nursing institution, then it will open all information for filling the necessary informations. this is portal working. If institutions are running only undergraduate courses, example BSc nursing, that institution is considered as a UG affiliated health science. UG affiliated. U means UG college, undergraduate. If the institutions they are running along with undergraduate, if they are running MSc in nursing, that institution will be considered as a PG college. Automatically that option it will come in your portal only. If you click MSc Physics, PG college, then you have to give information related to UG and PG both. That is PG selection of manual. Means you can select in health science PG also. Then you start your filling the information, that is filling up IIQA application. That is the basic information, means last completed academic year data is required. Means what? How many students are admitted, how many full-time teachers are there, how many PhD holders are there, how many computers are there. That is basic information in the application. Once you filled all necessary information in the application, then before submitting IIQA, it will ask payment for submission of IIQA application. A normal fees is there only, that is 25,000 plus 18% GST. Means it comes around 29,500. That is a non-refundable IIQA application fee. Then your process will start to review the IIQA. Then clarification and acceptation, I will give the here information. So this is a flow chart that gives only the basic information about the submission of IIQA. Then first, eligibility is important. Higher education institutions, not only nursing, it is applicable to all the institutions with a record of at least 2 batches of the students' graduation. Means 2 pass out student data is required, or 6 years completed, 6 years, whichever is the earlier. Those institutions are eligible for apply NAAC as a grading system pattern. As a grading system pattern. Then coming to some documents are required for processing of your IIQA. These are the mandatory documents are required. What is that? First one, latest affiliation letter from university with all the programs. Latest affiliation. If your institution is having permanent affiliation, not an issue. But for the purpose of NAAC, latest affiliation letter is required from the university with all the programs offered in the institution. That is mandatory. Then number 2, latest recognition approval letter from SRA, statutory regulatory authority. Example, now yours is a professional institution, that is nursing. Along with university affiliation letter, need SRA letter, that is a Nursing Council of India. That is also latest. Then coming to this, if the institutions are having 2F, 12B or general development grants or CPE, college with potential, if you have, you can provide. Otherwise, no need. Those institutions are not having this type of facility. Which one? 2F, 12B and development grants or CPA. Those institutions are also eligible for applying NAAC process. If you have that facility, you can provide, not an issue. Then AISC is a mandatory for all the institutions. All the institutions. All India Survey of Higher Education Institution. That certificate and that code number is very, very important for processing your entire accreditation. AISA certificate. Then, if change in name, if the institution name is changed recently, earlier it was different, not the issue. If changed, you can provide that university permission letter stating that change of institution name.
Pen ma'am.
So the
Ma'am, this we will give ma'am.
I think somebody disturbing, no?
That's what I'm saying. Hey, Saku is so. It answers it. Then what?
Madam Sumati, can you mute yourself?
Done.
But height ಸರಿ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. height.
Okay.
Please know what you are going.
So after this basic documents, again few documents are required for processing your IAQA. AQR means annual quality assurance report. It is applicable for cycle 2 and subsequent cycle. Those institutions are already accredited by NAAC. Those institutions are already accredited by NAAC. That institutions, they have to submit annually, yearly AQR, annual quality assurance report to the NAAC, and that same AQR, it should be available in institutional portal. Then self-declaration. That self-declaration format, it is available during filling stage of IIQA in institutional portal. In self-declaration, the institution has given correct information as per affiliation status in your institutional letterhead and putting your seal and signature of head of the institution and upload the self-declaration. It is mandatory. Undertaking is also one more format which is available during filling stage of IIQA in your portal. In undertaking, in serial number H, you are using your system. Which system you are using? That IP address is required in undertaking form. And that same format you can take on your letterhead and upload the same copy in IIQA application. So this is the basic information, basic documents which are required for processing your IIQA. This is the screenshot for filling the IIQA. Same screenshot, it is available in your portal.
Ms. Jayashree, Ms. Jayashree SK, please stop presenting.
Okay. Then, after successfully submitted IIQA to the NAAC by the institution, then what is the process? That review of your IIQA. Whatever information given in the IIQA, whatever documents provided in the IIQA, that will review by concerned officer. So during processing, need any clarification from your end, concerned officer, they will send a clarification through on the portal only. So that clarification, whatever raised by the officer, so institution has to give within 7 days. So once again we received your clarification, once again they will review your IIQA, and finally they will accept your IIQA or reject your IIQA. But as per our experience, 99% IIQA will be accepted. By any reason, it may reject by 1 or 2%. But if your institution IIQA accepted by NAAC, immediately within a minute, that system generated message, it will available in your portal. Your IIQA is accepted by NAAC, and kindly submit online self-study report, that is SSR, along with all the templates and supporting documents within the 45 days from the date of acceptance of IIQA. This is a big challenging to the institution. What? After acceptance IIQA, that submission of entire SSR with all documents within 45 days. Hence, I am suggesting to all the institutions, if you wish to apply NAAC, before submitting IIQA, first you prepare entire SSR with all the supporting documents, one hard copy and one soft copy. Then only you can apply the IIQA. Because for processing of IIQA, it requires minimum 1 week or maximum 15 days. Once accepted IIQA, time will be very less, only 45 days. This is the one. By any reason, if the institution IIQA is rejected by NAAC, by any reason, that is only 1 or 2%. No need to worry again. In the same year, whatever they paid the fees, with same fees, they can resubmit IIQA. Again, there are 2 chances. There will be 2 chances for resubmission of IIQA, but one condition in that same academic year. So this is the process of submission of IIQA. Just please note down if you need. Now NAAC has a dedicated help desk. See, this is the help desk contact number. and email ID nachelpdesk@gmail.com. At any time, you can send a email in a working day. They will give your reply. They will clear your doubts, any clarifications, or you can call these two numbers. So apart from these two, again, we have developed a IMS system, that issue management system. If you registered in our NAAC portal before applying NAAC process or after applying also, you can raise the issue in your portal, concern officer, concern section. They will solve your query same day or within 24 hours. This is the then after this, coming to submission of online self-study report. Online self-study report is very, very important. For preparation of HSR, kindly follow manual, respective manual, SOP, standard operating procedures, templates, all it is available in NAAC.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir,
Yes,
slide
madam.
is not visible, sir. Kindly, sir, please share the screen. It's not visible. Sir, it's not visible.
It is not visible. If I'm
Dear delegates, kindly pin the screen. Pin sir's the presentation so that this one presentation will be visible. Sir is presenting.
and somebody also talking in between. Kindly unmute them. Kindly mute them. Unmute them. Okay. Now it is visible, madam.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, visible, visible.
Okay. Then after this entire process of IIQA, then main challenging task, that is submission of HSR through online with all these supporting documents, that is very important. Before applying IIQA, kindly prepare entire HSR as per templates, supporting documents, and upload in the HSR. But for preparation of HSR, kindly follow manual, SOP, templates. And as per templates, whatever data it is there in your template as per metric, so institution has to provide supporting documents with justifications. Means seal, signatures, letterhead. On white paper, we will not consider any documents. Without seal signatures, we will not consider any documents. Kindly take a appropriate seal signature letterheads from concerned authority. If the letters are from university, that is university. If the documents are related to finance, that auditor statement by CA. Otherwise, in college letterhead. See, for submission of HSR, there are main 7 steps. First, profile of HSR, then extended profile, executive summary, optional matrix, payment, triple S means student satisfaction survey, SR, final submit the HSR. This is the guidelines for submission or filling the HSR. During filling stage of self-study report, kindly check all tool tips and upload buttons. All it is available in a portal for better understanding of matrix. Means what matrix is there, what data is required. What metric is there, what documents are required. Related to that, institution has to upload the documents. And each quantitative metric in SSR is having 5 MB capacity to upload documents. If the documents are more than 5 MB, that same document you can upload in your institutional website and give the proper URL link. If we click that URL link in our office, it should be open. Then SSR, here I can do 3 type of the calendars. In SSR, first one, some of the metrics are there, means questions, which is related to financial year, that audited statements. For that, we are considered documents 1st April to 31st March every year. 1st April to 31st March every year related to finance document. Then related to publications, NAAC is considering 1st January to 31st December every year. 1st January to 31st December every year. And third one, for academic purpose, means number of students, number of full-time teachers, number of PhD, whatever related to academic, NAAC is considering 1st June to 31st May every year. 1st June to 31st May every year, that is academic year informations. These are the three types of the calendars which is covered in the SSR. Then coming to profile of SSR. Profile of SSR is nothing. It is only the basic information. Name of the institution, principal, vice principal, all that, man, woman, that is all basic information. It is coming under the profile. Then this is the SSR submission and readiness. So before submission of SSR or before uploading the documents, the institution has to understand first matrix. First, understanding of matrix is very, very important. For that, there are two types of the matrix. One, QNM, means quantitative matrix, which will be evaluated by third party. 70% score will be generated from QNM. And it is totally dependent on submitted papers. Number two, QLM, means qualitative matrix. It is a descriptive answer from the institution. Each qualitative matrix having the option capacity minimum 300 to 500 words. And that will be evaluated by on-site P team members. That is 30%. Then related to matrix template, the institution has to provide supporting documents. For that, it is better for understanding guidelines, use manual and SOP and templates. So this is a screenshot which is available in your portal, that is executive extended profile. After profile, then the extended profile. And please remember that while start the filling stage of SSR, especially in the extended profile, institution has to ensure that whatever you are giving the information in the extended profile, means data, it should be very careful. Why? Whatever data it is available in the extended profile, that all data we are taking as a denominator data for calculation of various quantitative metrics, only in quantitative metrics for the DV score. So that's why that extended profile data is very, very important. In here, in the extended profile, I can give 4-5 examples. Number one, programs. In this case, again, I wanted to give an example, means as per our experience, most of the institutions in the country, most of the IQACs, most of the teacher faculties, they are getting confusion between program and courses. See here, there are two questions on program and courses. Program means BA BCom is one program, BSc nursing is one program, MSc nursing is one program, MSc nursing and PhD, it is one program. For BSc nursing, I think there are 6 semesters. For that, all 6 semesters, total papers, subjects, that all subjects are considered as a courses. BSc nursing is one program. In BSc nursing, to all semester, how many papers are there, including elective? That all papers are considered as a courses. Here, see, in program 1.1, number of courses offered by the institution across all programs during last 5 years. During last 5 year-wise, total courses required. Immediately next, number of programs offered year-wise. Then how many programs year-wise offered in the institution. That only here we need data and that supporting documents. Coming to next point, student related. Number of students year-wise during last 5 years. Number of students year-wise during last 5 years student data is required, total student. Here also, again, the institution, the people, they are getting confusion. the number of students, that is total students. One more metric is there in the metric wise in criteria 1. Total enrolled students. Enrolled student means fresh admitted student of that particular year. Fresh admission of that particular year, that data is considered as a enrollment data of that particular year. But here, total number of the students admitted during last 5 for all semester, that data is required. Number 2, number of seats are marked for reserved category as per Government of India or state government policy. As per the government policy, how many students admitted in the institution from reserved category and how many seats are available for reserved category. That data is required. Then third one, number of outgoing final year students. That data is required. Here, some institution they are putting only pass out student data. No. Final year means outgoing students. Total are appeared students. That data is required. Outgoing students year wise. Then related to academic year. Number of full-time teachers year wise during last 5 years. That list of full-time teachers with their appointment orders is also required here. Then number of sanctioned posts year wise during last 5 years. If it is a government institution, they can provide government letter. If it is management sanction letter. Number of total post sanctions during last 5 year wise. How many posts sanctioned by management? That list of sanctioned posts and that management sanctioned copy, authentic copy, certified by the management or trustee. Then related to institutions. Total number of classroom and seminar halls in the institution. Entire institution, how many classrooms and seminar halls are there total? List of that classroom and seminar halls and all geotag photos, whatever photo you are clicking recently, that it should be in geo form. If it is old, somewhere required in program or any activities, then you can put the caption of that photos. But now recently, regarding this number of classroom and seminar halls, if you are showing 20, list of 20 classroom seminar halls with 20 geo-tagged photos separate, not repeated classrooms. Total expenditure excluding salary year-wise, that auditor statement is required. Then number of computers in the institution, total number of computers, if you are showing 100, for that what document is required? Supporting that stock register is required from the institution or invoice bills, anyone. In criteria, one more metric is there. Here, total number of computers. Total number of computers for only academic purpose. That academic purpose, how many? Non-academic. Means total, it should be matched. So like this, there are questions in the SSR. This is the quality indicator. There are 7 criteria, all this, and for your nursing institution, 8 criteria related to your institutions. Then again, coming to here, related to quantitative metrics, because quantitative metrics is very, very important because score, it will be generated with the help of quantitative documents. Here I can give 5 questions related to quantitative. 5 questions are there in the SSR, means manual. Number 1, quantitative matrix which seeks year-wise data. Some of the metrics are there, require last 5 year data. Example, average percent of full-time teachers with PhD. In your health science, DM, MC, whatever it is applicable. For this, if you are showing 10 teachers, we need that 10 PhD award letters or DM award letters, MD award letters. Submetric, number of full-time teachers and number of the total sanctioned posts. Here, second one, some of the quantitative metrics are there which seeks block year data. Block year means that is also 5 year data, but block year. Example, percentage of programs in which CBCS system or elective system implemented in the institution? In which year you implemented CBCS? Or which year you started new elective courses, semester wise or program wise? That information is required. Third one, some of the metrics are there like option, choice based, choosing. Example here. Does the institution having following facilities? E-journal, Shod Sindhu, Shod Ganga membership or e-books database. For this, we have given the option, any one, two of the above, three of the above, four of the above, or all of the above. If you are saving three of the above, for this, if you are clicking three of the above, we need three supporting documents, means membership, that voucher, descriptions, or that screenshots of Shod Sindhu, like e-books, whatever it is related, that supporting documents. Fourth, quantitative metrics, which seeks input data, means current academic data. And most of the institutions, again, they are getting confusion. Current academic year means, example, now 22 is going on. This March, 21, 22 is going on. This is current academic year from June to May, 21, 22. This is not a current year. Current year data means last completed academic year data, 2021. If the institution they are applying or they are under the process of NAAC from June to May, that is not a current year. That is assessment period. Current year data means last complete academic year data is required. Here, we need some of the information. Percentage of students undertaking field work or project work or internships. Whatever. How many students undertaking project field work? Last complete academic. For that, if you are showing 100 students, for 100 students, what we need? We need that project copy and that completion certificate and attendance list. Immediately next, one more metric is there. Number of students undertaking project. Here we need completion certificate and attendance compulsory. Means I am giving one examples. Then 1/5 one metric, again it is there in the SSR. Some of the quantitative metrics which automatically take the data from the extended profile. In beginning, when I told, whatever you are giving data in extended profile, that is very, very important, because that all data we are taking as a denominator data. Related to extended profile, some of the metrics are there. For that metric, system only capture from the extended profile. Example, student full-time teacher ratio, that both questions are there in the extended profile. Number of total students admitted, number of full-time teachers. For number of total students, need university admission approval list or principal certified list, that will consider. Number of students year-wise. For full-time teacher, we need list of the full-time teachers with appointment letters, whether it is government appointee or management. If it is management appointment letter is also required. Again, one more metric. These both data is available again, extended profile. Average percentage of full-time teacher and sanction post. Again, for sanction post, we need management sanction copy or government sanction copy. These are the 5 questions related to quantitative metrics. This is same, the filling stage of SSR, self-study report. It's the same screenshot, it is available in your portal. Executive summary, that is not the option. Here, coming to optional metric. Earlier, that optional metric system, it was there for university also. But now, January 2020, we have modified and we have changed the guidelines, merging some metrics, some questions, or some removing some metrics. We have kept only optional metrics. It is applicable for colleges, not for university. What is optional metrics? Means out of all metrics, some of the metrics which it is not applicable to your institution, that you can opt out, not the issue. Because this system, we brought this diversified education system in India, we have benefited to the institutions. If some metrics are not applicable, they can opt out. But one condition, only 3%. Means 30 weightage. Only 30 weightage, they can opt out, and they can opt out from only criteria 3, 4, 5, 6 only. Other criteria are compulsory. Then, after entire this is the submission of SSR. Then, coming to after successfully submitted SSR, what is the actual process in the NAAC? That is also main important. Institutions, they are as per guidelines, as per SOP, notifications, you submitted SSR successfully after acceptance of IIQA. Then, once the SSR submitted by the institution, there is no provision to edit, to give any additional document to the NAAC. No. After successfully submitted a SSR, there will be only one chance. After reviewing your SSR, clarification stage. That I will explain. Before that, one more important, this is SSS, Student Satisfaction Survey. See, for Student Satisfaction Survey in criteria 2, 2.7, 2.7.1, there is a one format. This format information is required for the Student Satisfaction Survey, and this survey is online survey. In format, out of total admitted student in the institution, first survey need only 50% of data. Need only 50% student data for the online student satisfaction survey. In this format, this is a simple information: name of the student, gender, category, state, nationality, email ID, program, unique ID, mobile number, and year of joining. These are the all columns are the mandatory to fill by the institutions. Out of total admitted students, system only take 50% of the students. And here also I can suggest to you, please concentrate the data on rule student only. On rule. If the students pass out student, they will not give the reply. After pass out. Means this process, once you start, it will take time, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, like this. Then, precaution of survey, on-campus student data is required. On-campus means on-roll students. Fair and uninfluenced student data is required. Valid email ID and valid phone number is required. Because we are sending, after submitted SSR, NAAC will send direct link to the student email ID and student mobile for giving the survey. In initial survey, NAAC will send 30% of the student only. 30%. That 30% student, they will issue the questions. Out of 30%, as per NAAC guidelines, need minimum 10% response from the student. Minimum 10% response or 100 student, whichever is lesser. Or minimum 10% or 500 student, it is applicable to university, not colleges. College, it is applicable only 10% of the total students or 100%, 100 students, whichever is lesser. If in initial survey 30%, if NAAC received minimum 10% received from the student, your survey will be closed. If will not receive minimum 10%, remaining 70% will send again second survey to all the students. Then definitely we will receive 10% response from the student. But there are 21 questions are there per survey. For 21 questions, that all 21 questions are purely related to criteria 2, teaching, learning, and evaluation process. And out of 21 questions, 20 questions are purely objective. Student, they can only tick mark. And last one question, that is open-ended question. Student, they can also suggest, they can give any comments to the institution for improvement. Then once the survey is over, that aggregated average score calculated from the system regarding student satisfaction survey will be added in criteria 2 score. This is the process of student satisfaction survey. For student satisfaction survey, please remember, for colleges, 60 weightage is there. 60 weightage means 60 marks for colleges. For autonomous college, 50. And for university, 30. After this, DVV means after submitted SSR, parallelly there are two processes. For one side, triple S survey, it will going on, and one side DVV, data validation and verification. What is DVV? DVV is nothing but the third party validation and verification of data provided in the SSR. For example, each quantitative metric, what data is given, related to data template, what supporting document uploaded, that will be reviewed by the DVV. That is the process of DVV. So during the process of DVV, need any clarification, any doubts related to provided documents or provided data, our DVV partner, madam, somebody is speaking, no? Please mute them.
Something different.
Okay, I'll continue. During DVV process, whatever you submitted data and uploaded document, based on that documents, if need any clarification, the DVV partner, they will ask the clarification to the institution through portal only. For clarification, 15 days time will be given to the institution, and this is the last one chance to the HI end to give the documents. On the basis of clarifications again submitted by the institution, again that submitted documents during clarification stage, that will be sent to the DVV again for the further process. The detailed information of the supporting documents during DVV process, all it is available on SOP. Means as per SOP, kindly submit the documents. Means it is easy to review or to you also to provide the documents as per the SOP, as per the metrics. This is the only one chance, means there will be only one chance to the edit the data or give the supporting documents from institution. And there is a fixed timeline for entire DVV process, and for clarification, so NAAC is giving 15 days time to the institution. But by any reason, like this present COVID situation, or any political disturbance or any natural calamities, if the institutions are not eligible to give DVV clarification within 15 days, so with the request of the institution, again 7 days time will be given to the institution with approval of the authority. So this is the screenshot for the DVV. In DVV, there are 4 deviations. What 4 deviations? No answer change, HA clarification accepted, DVV suggestion recommended, and change after clarification. So these are the main 4 deviations which is available during the DVV process. So this is the screenshot of extended profile. All examples I am sharing here. These are the screenshots. Then, this is one important. Non-compliance of DVV process. See, during DVV process, institutions are given normally 15 days time for completed DVV process. For any reason, if they are not able to provide, again 7 days time will be given. So beyond of this 7 days extension also, if the institution doesn't comply the DVP, then the assessment and accreditation process of such institutions can be terminated at the level of DV clarification stage only. And whatever they paid the fees for IIQA and SSR first installment, that will be forfeited, no refundable. If the such institutions they need immediately apply again NAC, no. If they need, they can reapply for entire process of NAC A&A starting from IIQ and SSR after 1 year. After 1 year. If not, non-compliance. Then last in DV process, pre-qualification is very, very important. What is pre-qualification? After completion of entire DV process, including SSS, the institution need to score minimum 25% each criteria. Minimum 25% each criteria and minimum 25% overall. Then only the committee will decide so and so institution is pre-qualified for on-site peer team visit. If your institution is pre-qualified, immediately system generated message will be sending to your portal stating that your institution is pre-qualified and kindly make the second level SSR payment and logistic payment and kindly suggest the 3 dates for on-site visit. If by any reason, if the institutions are not pre-qualified, no need to worry. Again, they can apply after 6 months. After 6 months from the not pre-qualifications. So this is the DV after submitted of SSR. Once your institution is pre-qualified, then it is ready for on-site peer team visit during visit, means in the institution. After this, what is the process? If we are getting information, dates from the institution, based on suggested date by the institution, NAAC will fix one date for physical visit by peer team members. During the visit, what is the process? So earlier we used to give the peer team members well in advance to the institution. Nowadays, we are not sharing any member list to the institution. Only we are giving 3 days before visit, 3 days before. Based on your given information, NAAC only book the air ticket, hotel accommodation, TADA, 100 AM to all the members. Regarding this, there is no communication between institution and NAAC. That will take care by NAAC. Only we will suggest the dates to the institution well in advance. Then, for selection of the committee for on-site peer team member, because NAAC has a huge database, experts, those are reputed academicians, senior educational administrator, and researchers. We have more than 5,000 experts. That all 5,000 experts undergone assessor orientation programs prior to being as a peer team member. And nowadays we are not selecting manual members. We are selecting through the system. How whatever subjects, whatever programs offered in institution, based on that information, system only select the members on their specialization. For normally colleges, 2 days visit. For university, 3 days. In the example college, there will be 3 members. One chairperson of the committee is from the vice chancellor category. Member coordinator is from the professor of the university. And one, it is principal, or if it is a professional college, one more professor from the university. So during this visit, then 50% department will visit by the peer team members and other supporting shells, documents, infrastructures. Based on these 2 days on-site visit experience, next day before exit meeting, they will submit only 30% report, 30% score and peer team report. Already 70% it was done by DVV. On-site visit only 30% that is related to qualitative metrics. So second day, they will submit through online through the chairperson portal. Automatically, system will be merged both the score, that DVV 70% and on-site 30%, and one CGPA will come out. So based on CGPA score, then our executive committee, they will declare the result, means grade, that is grading system. See, this is the report, qualitative metrics quantitative matrix evaluated by DVV, qualitative 30%, that is peer team member, and student satisfaction survey. All together, one result will come out, that is accreditation outcome with CGPA. Based on that CGPA score, grade will be declared by NAAC. See, all these are the graphs, charts here. I can just repeat for more information. These are the graphs, means each criteria wise analysis, metric wise. So after this CGPA, means this CGPA score, merging both values, DVV 70% and onsite 30%, committee will declare the grades. See, 1.50, it is not accredited, and accreditation starts from 1.51 to last 4.00. C, from C to B, B plus, A plus, and A plus plus. So this declaration of grading system, it is totally based on CGPA score. Once the CGPA visible in the portal, committee will declare the result based on secured score by the institution. So this is the brief presentation, means entire presentation from starting the registration, applying IIQA, and declaration of result. I conclude my presentation here, and session is open for any doubts, any clarifications. Thank you one and all, madam.
Thank you so much, sir. We are very grateful for having you as consented to be the resource person and delivering an enlightening knowledge on NAAC and explaining us in detail about the process, how we can get the NAAC accreditation with suitable screenshots, and giving us in detail information. I hope all the delegates were able to imbibe the information deciphered through the presentation. Thank you so much, sir. Now the session is open for queries from the delegates. I request all the delegates, if you have any queries, to put forth the questions to the resource person. Sir, there is a question from Infant Henzia, sir.
Okay, please.
So what is this provisional accreditation?
That okay. I wanted to that information share in the beginning only, but this is important webinar for grading system, means cycle purpose, first cycle or subsequent cycles, and grading system. Now, by recommendation of the Ministry of Education, UGC, already we draft a manual, that is a PSC PAC, provisional accreditation for only colleges now, first stage, and it is available in our website, and we collected the feedback from each state. We conducted special webinars from each state, and already we collected that feedback, and again we resolved some of the metrics, and now it is in the final stage. Shortly it will be available for NAAC website, and it will be available for all the institutions. Those institutions are interested to apply PAC first, means provisional accreditation, they can apply. For that information also I can share with you. PAC means it is a provisional accreditation for colleges, and there is only minimum questions. Basic information like profile, that is basic, already it is available in your institution, means how you are communicated yearly to the university. 10 quantitative metrics are there. Quantitative questions only 10, and qualitative 15. Total 50 scores. Out of 50, institution has secure minimum 20 is required, minimum 20 score. Then we are giving a brief report and certificate. That certificate only whether your institution is accredited or not accredited. If it is accredited, we will give certificate, accredited, provisional accredited institution, and that accreditation, it will be valid only 2 years. That provisional accreditation valid for 2 years, and that institutions are also eligible to get any benefit, their local university or local governments. For provisional accreditation, there will be only 2 chances. First time, 2 years validity. After that, if they wish, they can apply for grading system directly cycle first. Otherwise, they can apply one more time. Provisional accreditation means only 2 times, means 4 years. After that, you have to come in the grading system.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, madam.
Sir, sir, I'm Vijayalakshmi from Devratharas College of Nursing.
Dear delegates, any other queries from your end?
Yeah,
Yes, madam.
yeah, please continue, madam.
Sir, is it,
madam.
sir, shall I ask a question, sir?
Yeah, please ask, madam.
Yeah, sir. Sir, actually, we have a drawback. Our college already accredited with a B grade, but
B grade in first cycle.
yes, sir. But my
Okay.
question is that we are unable to get the grants. So we are trying with since 3 years. We are unable to get the grants, but we heard that the grants like we have to get grade A only will be eligible to get. Is it so? Is it so?
See, madam, for releasing grants,
Like
it is depending on their institutional government policies, state government policies, and universities and other health science institutions, UGC, RUSA, IASCT, and CT. So that is, there is some parameters, some criteria is there. You can follow that criteria.
So how to go about it? Can you?
Yeah. Example, I can give one example for Paramar scheme.
Because we are applying that our grant, we are. Yes, sir.
Hello, madam.
Hello, sir. We are applying, but we are unable to get it.
Means it depends on that organization, madam, or government. For they are following the policy decisions, only A grade or B plus, like this. That's why what I'm giving example, like Paramar scheme. There is a Paramar scheme in the UGC. What they decided, only 3.26 institutions they are eligible for the Paramar grant.
Okay.
Like this. I again, there will be so many changes will happen shortly, madam.
Okay.
In the last 3-4 years, there was no any grant from UGC also.
Okay. Sir, once again, one more thing.
Okay,
like one more question in the registration form, like your college is registered under UGC recognized institution. We come under the affiliated university where Rajiv Gandhi University is there.
Yeah,
so if you want to get UGC recognized directly, what we have to do it?
Then better you can follow the first your university guidelines, madam.
Okay, sir.
Now, university is giving affiliation, university is giving permission to run the institution for undergraduate and postgraduate. For UGC, if you are applying 2F 12B, then UGC letter. For that time, university recommendation is also required, as per my observation.
Okay, so for university, then we have to write a letter to university, then we can get an approval from the UGC, sir.
Just you ask in the university that college development section, if you plan, if you want to 2F 12B, how to get?
Yes, sir. 12B only. We are not able to get that, sir.
How to get? You can ask your affiliated university. They will give your guidelines or they will proceed.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Any other queries from the delegates? I think the session was so clear that many of them, they don't have any queries.
Yeah, again, and my sincere suggestion to the institution, kindly apply for NAAC. Those institutions are running newly. Then you can apply for PAC, that provisional. Now this is a new system.
Question, sir.
Hello?
Sir, there is a like a certificate training program. These are the facilities, means how many were conducted. These are the questions are asked in the format, right, sir? So is it any certain criteria is there we have to conduct from the government agency only or even private agencies also?
No, madam, no. If you are going criteria wise, metric wise, there are 3-4 questions are there. How many workshops, seminars conducted in the institutions? Whether it is self-finance or department-wise or funded by government or funded by any organization, that is a secondary issue. But where you conducted in your institution, that information is required. If you are conducting yearly 3-4, that funding agency is secondary. For that, what we need the documents, that the brochure, circulars, attendance, and the reports.
Okay. Irrespective of agency, we can see these are there.
Some of the institutions, they are organizing own workshops.
For the institution wise, sir, for the students, if we are
No, no,
conducting
if it is
value added,
institution or student.
value added or certificate
Yeah,
training
yeah, yeah,
programs,
yeah.
regarding that I'm
Certificate.
asking. That also only this is okay.
Yeah, yeah.
No need to
Okay.
say that one
Yeah.
particular.
Again, there is one metric. How many
Yes.
training professional training programs are conducted in the institution for teacher and non-teaching staff?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You only can organize. Otherwise, take some financial help from the organization or any organization or funding agencies.
Yes,
But
sir.
you have to conduct.
Yes, sir. If we are conducting, is it acceptable?
Yeah, acceptable. For that, we need proof documents, brochures, circulars, attendance report, photos. For that, we have developed a SOP, separate SOP for each quantitative metric. What document is required?
Okay, sir. One more question, sir. So
Yes,
we
please.
want to update our, like, what are the documents and how to verify and upload. So is it any training program from NAAC office is conducted for the faculty, sir, so that we can
See, madam, just how now it is going on this webinar. Like this, we conducted so many webinars on site, online, physically. This is the training we are giving. For
Yes,
better
sir.
understanding, kindly follow that SOP, means in manual.
Yes, sir.
What is the question? Especially
Yes, sir.
quantitative metric, because quantitative metric it is purely depend on the supporting documents.
Yes, sir. Sir,
Example, how many PhDs, how many full-time teachers with PhD? If question is like this,
yes, sir.
then we need that PhD award letter from the university.
Yes,
If you are showing 10 teachers, 10 certificates required.
okay, sir. That much also, 10 certificates also we require to
Yeah,
upload.
whatever data you are issuing in that template related to data, we need the documents.
Example, we have a 53 staff. 53 staff, if we have done a staff development program, 53 staff certificates also we require to
Yeah,
upload.
okay, this is only good. Okay, this is only, yeah, 1 minute. This is a very good question, madam. See, again, there is one question. How many teachers participated for that faculty training program, faculty development programs, refresher course, or induction program, whatever?
Yes, sir.
If you are saying 53, how many teachers involved in that particular year? If out of 50, 20 teachers participated, faculty development or refresher course, whatever, that year-wise 20 documents required. Number one. Number two, one more question is there. Most of the institutions, they are conducting faculty development program for 1 day, 2 days, and 3 days also.
Yes, sir.
That will not consider by NAAC. Minimum 5 days program, 1 week program.
Okay.
In 6 criteria, there is a metric. Face-to-face program or online. Faculty development, minimum 7 days. Minimum 5 days, 1 week program.
Okay, that will be considered. Not in a single day is not considered, sir.
No, if you are showing 10, 20, that is a secondary. But if you are showing 10, 10 certificate required. If you are showing 50, 50 is required.
Okay. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, can we know that when will be the offline classes will be conducted by the NAAC?
No, offline means, madam, if institutions are conducting, we are sending some resource person, means NAAC team members. Otherwise, if we have a time, our officer will also come there.
Okay, sir. If we invite out of Bangalore, is it accepted, sir?
Yeah. If region-wise officers are there, if during that day,
okay, sir.
If we are available, we will give date well in advance. Oh, yes, madam, we are ready to conduct the programs. Otherwise, we will send on some expert.
Okay, sir. So please share your contact details, sir.
As per my observation, that is also very effective. Again, physical also.
Sir, please
Thank you, sir.
contact details, sir, so that we can communicate for the offline classes.
Sure.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Any other delegates? Any queries from your end? Okay. Hope everyone has benefited and had a fruitful takeaways from the session. The most beautiful way to start and end the day is with a grateful heart. Now I request Mrs. Navita N, HOD, Mental Health Nursing Department, RVCN Bengaluru, to set the food to propose vote of thanks. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Mrs. Gautami. When we focus on our gratitude, the tide of disappointment goes out and the tide of love rushes in. A very good afternoon to one and all. I deem it a great honor and privilege to propose a vote of thanks on this occasion. It's my utmost privilege to thank Dr. D.K. Kamble, PhD, Assistant Advisor, National Assessment Accreditation Council, Bangalore, who has consented to be the resource person for today's event in spite of a busy schedule. We thank you, sir. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to Dr. Ramakrishna Reddy, Registrar, Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences, Bangalore, who has addressed the gathering with his valuable words. We thank you, sir. I would also like to thank our Principal Dr. S.R. Gajendra Singh for his valuable guidance and successful completion of this program. We thank you, sir. I extend my heartfelt thanks to Dr. I. Clement, HOD, Research and Development, for his inputs in organizing and making this event a grand success. Thank you, sir. Also, my heartfelt thanks goes to all the HODs, teaching and non-teaching staffs for their cooperation and support in organizing this program. My heartfelt thanks goes to all the delegates, HOIs, faculties who have joined on this virtual platform. We thank you all. To conclude, I thank everyone for being with us throughout the event and hope all have gained enough knowledge regarding NAAC and making it a fruitful one. Thank you all.
Okay, thank you, madam. Shall I leave the session?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. All ends well. Thank you, everyone. It was a pleasure being with you all today. Hope to see you all again next time. Goodbye. Have a good day.